A sunny evening at Optum Sports Medicine Field in Statesboro, Georgia. It's USL League One soccer presented by Kids World. South Georgia Tormenta host Forward Madison in the first meeting between the sides this year. Jack Edwards here, delighted to be with you in the broadcast this evening. Two teams in different veins of form at the moment. Let's see where they sit in the standings as things stand in fourth. Forward Madison, winners of their last 3 games. They sit just 1 point off of first place in 4th spot. The hosts, South Georgia, they're winless in 5, and they find themselves 6 points off the playoff line. Definitely big 3 points on hand for them at home here today. They'll hope that Keziah Sterling can continue to regain form. He is a Galactic Comics player to watch heading into today. He's battled injuries all year long so far, limiting him to just 2 appearances in April and May, but he's got a pair of goals. You see the penalties he's scored so far this year, both of them equalizers in draws, and assist as well, to hope he can keep things moving in today's game. On the other side, his opposite number, Christian Cheney, he returned to the starting lineup last time out against Lexington, and he got it back in the score sheet there. Been a big performer for them all year so far. Another Galactic Comics player to watch here today. 5 goals, as I mentioned, scoring last time out. Just going to be an absolutely colossal presence for them up top. Team high 5 goals, and we'll see it here, just lurking, pressing, winning the ball up high. The 3rd goal in the first half set a record for the team, and he managed to get them the winner in a 3-2 win. Well, it's the first meeting this year. The champions host a surging Mingo side. Some interesting lineup decisions for today. We'll have that and kickoff for you on the other side of this break. South Georgia Tormenta and Forward Madison coming your way in just a moment.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
The teams taking the pitch in Statesboro. It's South Georgia Tormenta taking on Forward Madison, presented by Kids World. Let's get your starting lineups. Those will be presented by PMG and Statesboro Real Estate. First off, for the hosts here today, looking to end a 5-match winless streak. They make 4 changes, a pair of them in defense, 1 in midfield, and 1 up top. In midfield, John Murphy Jr. coming in for Tobias Otieno. Up front as well, a big change there. We'll see Arthur Bourgeois up front, and we'll see if Mukwele Akale can continue to be a big talisman for this team. 2 goals, as well as leading the team with 22 shots, and those goals good for 2nd on the year. Head coach Ian Cameron trying to get the team back in form here today. For Madison, the visitors, they make just 1 change. Ian Cameron liked what he saw, or Matt Glazer, I should say, liked what he saw last time out. The lone change, Aiden Mazias in for Andrew Wheeler-Amunu. That is off the back of a 3-2 win with 10 men. Nazim Bartman scored the first one in that contest to make it 6 goals in his history, with Madison tying himself 4th all-time in the goal-scoring charts. Mauro Cicero sent off last time out, won't appear today, but the 11 has just 1 change for Matt Glazer's Forward Madison. You can see the players here on the pitch today. First off, keys of the game presented by Aspen Aerogels. For the hosts, South Georgia, focus on defending. You think defending is obviously a very important part of the game. They've kept 4 clean sheets this year in the league. All 4 of them have been in their wins. Last time out, a bit of a defensive lapse late in the first half, allowed 2 goals from Omaha. On the other side, effectiveness and transition for Forward Madison. Like to play up front very quickly. Saw Christian Cheney in the open scoring a great goal to get the winner. That time out, they'll try and be quick in movement in transition on the road here today. And your injury report brought to you by Optum Sports Medicine. Just a lone player out for both teams. Mateus Cassini still out for the hosts, while Julio Benitez also not available as an option. The young midfielder not available today. You can see the pink jerseys for the visitors, Forward Madison. They've won 3 straight, and they're right in the middle of things. But whether it's Christian Cheney, head coach Matt Glazer, whoever you talk to, they all recognize the need to maintain consistency and not be satisfied with where they currently are with 22 points and in 4th place in the league. And South Georgia know all about winning and what it takes to win. They won here less than a year ago in the 2022 finals. They're in their all blue jerseys with the red and pink shoulders. You see John Murphy Jr. standing over the ball with the opportunity to get the game underway. Returning to the 11 for the 6th time this year. They'll be heading from left to right, the hosts, the visitors right to left. Whistle goes from referee. We're underway. Our head official, Jair Campos, getting us started. And the hosts can progress the ball up, but it's an early turnover and an early throw for Forward Madison. You see at the top left of your screen the records and the points as things stand here in Statesboro, Georgia. Jack Edwards, delighted to be with you. Should be a great contest all throughout today. The header, one on the left-hand side, unable to find a teammate, stepping forward to push it up. Ball squirming into the midfield. Martinez spreads play out wide. Cheney just can't get a foot to it. They nearly triggered in the big target forward within a minute. He's got 5 goals on the year. He's 6'2", but moves incredibly well and is always a threat on the last shoulder of the defender. Ball now with Tormenta. Murphy Jr. spreads it out to this near side. Nick Akoto retaining his right back position. Nice flick. Some pressing there. Akoto under it. He's got an option behind him, but he'll dribble backwards. Go with the more defensive option. Finds TJ Bush in goal. Him and Pablo Jara have been rotating and deputizing in between the sticks so far. Crossfield ball, switching play. Akale controls it, has Akoto as an option on the overlap, wants to dribble infield, gives it to Murphy Jr. Akale receives it back, thought about a pass over the top of the defense, kept it himself. Pass takes a bit of a deflection. It'll be out for the first corner kick at the contest in just the 2nd minute. The hosts an opportunity to get us underway with some dead ball magic. Looks to be Deshaun Nembard, the man who's jogging over to take it. Got a Herb Shop and Organic Foods corner kick set to come for you here, but it's going to be the left foot of Nembard who will be able to serve this one into the box. An early opportunity to get things going. High towards the back post, attacking it. Ball not fully dealt with. I think it's going to be a foul and a handball, called against South Georgia, so it will mitigate the attack. Beauchois, the striker coming in, called for that one. He joins Pedro Fonseca and Keziah Sterling in a front 2 of sorts, front 3 in moments. Bernd Shipman gets us back underway with the free kick. Krull. Shipman. Krull eyes a pass over the top. Cheney can bring it in. Has the opportunity to face up with his defender. Roll it slow to Onan. The overlap and run from Gebhardt is intercepted and passed away. Akale dropping deep to play the ball out. Header won by Messias in the middle of the park. Krull heads it down for Martinez, and he'll spread play out. Mel will go with the safe option back to Shipman. Forward Madison's game last time. It took a little bit to develop into it. They ended up scoring 3 goals in the first half, crossfield ball. Bartman touches it down for Cheney. He gets there before his opponent, but his touch lets him down a little bit. Sterling, 1 touch, brings his teammate into it. They've got numbers in transition, passing behind, asking too much of Beauchois on that one. Shipman can pick it up after the pass in behind. Will be an interesting clash of styles here today. A pair of teams that definitely can turn defense into attack very quickly. Madison didn't control a ton of the ball last time out against Lexington, especially considering when they went back down to 10 men in the 65th minute. Ball over the top. Cheney's gonna be there to press it. He'll keep it in play. He's got Bartman as an option close to him, looking into the box. Go for the short option in Payne. Into the area, headed away. Vital intervention. Still not fully dealt with. Martinez can keep possession cycling. They keep the ball ticking along. Now it's with Krull. Left-footed center back plays a left-footed pass. Gebhard has Onan on the underlap, goes inside. Can't link up with Cheney. Chested down by Sterling. Beauchois is intercepted with, but Murphy Jr. is there to sweep things up. Switch of play. Finds a teammate out wide. Sterling offering an option, receives it. Facing up with the defender. Low pass out wide. It's Akale. In some space, clipped into the back post. The header's over the goal. Pedro Fonseca with the first attempt here today puts a hand up. He had the opportunity, but his header went over the goal. We'll get another look at this one as Sterling finds Akale out wide. He had a moment to pick his head up and look at his options. That one just too tall for Fonseca, who couldn't put it on frame. 26-year-old Brazilian's got a pair of goals and an assist on the year. This is his 9th start today. Krull eyeing a pass for Gebhard. He's running onto it in behind. Akoto gets a foot to it, knocks it out of play. It'll be out for a throw. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. You see Gebhard, who was running onto that one in the channel just a moment ago. The center back, Krull, will move forward to likely launch one into the area. Turning this throw in deep in the attacking end into a set piece. Krull's throw into the box. Cheney was under it, but it's headed away. Gebhard gets a toe to it. Shot from Martinez, just wide. It had curved towards the goal, but started too wide. Hits the side netting, but the first shot for Madison. We'll see it again here. Martinez catches it sweetly. Went through a crowd of players, and you saw Cheney recognize that one was well hit, but it would have been a really impressive strike should Martinez have gotten that one on frame, let alone in the back of the net. A shot for each side, I should say. Both off frame. 7 minutes into this one. Akoto under pressure from his wing-back opponent. With the 3-5-2 formation, the wing-back's going to be likely very aggressive and dealing with the fullbacks in support. Here is Fonseca. Goes short with an option. Murphy Jr. His pass asked too much of Fonseca, put it in ahead of him. Payne will leave it. Timmy Mel will go forward, picking out Cheney. He flicks it on to Onan. He'll play it back to Cheney. The forward's linking up. He's got an option in the box, and Gebhard, they'll try and find him. The header out by Akoto. Falls down. Bartman can be the man who sweeps it up. Krull. Messias. Moving forward with it. He's got an option to the left and the right. Goes to the right. Receives it back. It's Aiden Messias. Osmond to Mel to Payne. Bartman running into the channel. Puts one in the box. It's blocked away. It'll be a throw. Nazim Bartman scored the first last time out, a first touch effort from outside the box, off an assist from Jaden Onan. Throws it back. Sterling gets a foot to it though. Opportunity to run. He's got 2 defenders with him. There's a bit of support coming from the right side. Sterling slows things down, may have been tripped a little bit. His pass is blocked away. Murphy Jr. pass behind Sterling. Finds Beauchois, but it's blocked. Flag goes up for offsides. And will offer an opportunity for Martinez to get a bit of attention. Isidro Martinez a bit slow to get up after a challenge in the middle of the park. Shipman comfort him in there, but you'll see him put a foot in here. Appears to go down after getting his foot tangled up with Sterling. But Beauchois was in an offside position when he tried to receive the pass. Opportunity for both teams to get some water, get a bit of a breather. It's a hot day in Statesboro, about 86 degrees locally. Both teams will take the opportunity about 10 minutes into this one to get some water, get a brief pause and refreshment. Home crowd on hand. Some Forward Madison fans making the long trek as well. For Forward Madison, up next to them is another road trip at Greenville. They're just going to make the trip tomorrow and stay there until their game on Saturday before they head back up north to Wisconsin. Martinez back to his feet. We'll see if he's able to continue. He's moving a little slowly, but no majorly visible limp. He'll have to come out of the match for at least a moment before he's allowed to return to it. Making his 14th start of the season. 3 goal contributions on the year. And he's a big presence in possession for this Forward Madison team. Back underway after the offsides and the free kick for Burn Shipman. He'll be able to get us back underway. Martinez, as well as Mitch Osmond, both off the pitch currently, but both are now back on. Back restored to 11v11. Fonseca wins it, rolls it to Sterling. Onan puts a foot in there, wins it back well. Gets his head up quickly and plays a pass to Messias. He's got Payne as an option out wide to the right. He'll slide it back. Excuse me, it's Payne on the ball now. Mel. Krull. No pass. Gebhard can't keep it in play, goes out. Akoto gets us back underway. Nembard. Low pass by Akoto. Beauchois tried to pass it off to Akale, but only found the chest of Krull. Krull back to Osmond. Over the top. Running onto it, but difficult one. Going to go all the way back to TJ Bush. His pass in the midfield for Murphy. Akoto. Pressed by Onan on Murphy Jr. He'll slide it all the way back to Bush. even split of possession so far, 47% for the hosts. Out wide to the right, Akoto. In behind. Cleared away by Osmond, but it's going to roll out near the corner flag. Now for a throw, it appears. But right up against that corner flag, Akoto wants an option close. He'll instead offer the ability to throw it instead. Akoto, the throw. Lofted into the box, flicked on. Sterling gets a toe to it. It's still with him. He plays it back. Murphy Jr. Fonseca's in the box. He controls it down. Into the area. Kale with the bike, but it's blocked away. Akoto clips it back to the back post. They're going really slow in attack here. But South Georgia, some nice sustained pressure. Cleared out a play by Payne. We'll see it again here, but Akale trying to get up with an audacious effort, but just couldn't quite catch it perfectly. Back in play, it's Payne. South Georgia very patient in attack in those moments, taking the opportunity to really take their time and not being pressed too aggressively by forward Madison in the attacking portions of the pitch. Kroll will play it back to Shipman. Beauchois pressing Shipman. Pass puts Osmond in some danger. Murphy Jr. was there to press, but Martinez plays a vital role in stepping up to help out. Still with Martinez. Pass out wide. Bartman was trying to flick on the header, but unable to do so. Slight shape change, it appears, that Bartman's moving a bit further forward and Onan dropping back a bit deeper. Cheney is a lone number 9 for forward Madison. Last time out they played a front 2 with Onan and Cheney. It'll look very similar at times in the match, but Matt Glazer playing with things, trying to tweak things around ever so slightly on the road versus at home last time out. Akoto on the near side. Sterling leaped forward, trying to flick on the header. Payne passes back to Shipman. It's bouncing, and he throws a foot at it and clears it away. Lampard. The header by Murphy Jr. will go back to the keeper, and he'll be able to control the ball.
Half and half, boys. Wait for the release. You ready to drop? Dogs ready to drop.
Shipman's played all 13 of their matches this year so far. But the most clean sheets in Madison history as well. You saw him under a bit of pressure there. Very capable with the ball at his feet. Kroll will carry it past the first line of pressure, but he'll slide it back as well. Kroll. Martinez flicks it forward. Bartman as well. A low header, does a very important job by Dalton Knutson, one of the returners to the 11 for the hosts. A header back by Mel is found, controlled down by Messias, and they'll be able to slide it back. A lot of possession and defense for Madison. Great pass by Osmond, picks out Cheney. He's got space to drive into. Gets past his first opponent, but the support by the center back does enough to clear it away. Looked to be Dalton Knutson who stepped forward to play a big role in that. You see Cheney on your screen now. He'll be a big man to watch all throughout today. His movement off the ball as important to what he does on it. It's Kroll. Martinez turns under a bit of pressure, does well to keep it alive. Mel, low pass. Bartman takes a high touch under a pressure from 3 Tormenta players, and they still maintain possession. Kroll. Nice fake to evade the defender. Almost dribbled himself into danger, but passes it off his opponent. Kroll scored last time out. Left-footed volley off of a corner kick. Messias plays it to Osmond. Messias in some space in the middle of the park, passing behind, on, the flag goes up. He puts it in the back of the net, but it will not count. He's got his hands over his mouth. He thought he was onside. On the last line of defense, was trying to thread the needle and make that run just perfect. But the assistant referee ruins his joy and will not allow that one to stand. Back in play after the offsides. Nembhard, Lofferson in the channel. Beauchois to Sterling. Fonseca is going to come in support. Martinez will take it off of him, plays it forward to Onan. He rolls it, allows Martinez to run onto it. Gebhardt out wide. Slide tackle, vital by Akoto. He carries it forward with a lot of strength. Akoto drives it into space on this right-hand side. Face off for the center back, pounds it into space. Has to try and chase it down. Did he ask himself too much? It's into the area. It went over the byline. It's in the back of the net again, but will not count. Appeared that he couldn't keep it in play on the right-hand side. Sterling was at the back post to tap it in, but both teams in short sequence having a goal more or less chalked off. We'll see it again for Akoto here. Looks like it goes just past the touch line before it got to Sterling at the back post. "20 minutes into this one. Pair of shots for Tormenta. The lone shot for forward Madison. Kroll eyeing a pass over the top. Both Onan and Cheney running onto it. He edges in to the back of Akoto. His strength is too much. He'll shepherd it out for a goal kick. Both teams playing very direct so far. Passing around at the back and then trying to break through the middle of the park with speed. Heckenberg offered license to roam. The 6'5" center back carried it forward. Gilwine. Lofted pass forward. Beauchois controls it, trying to play it in the feet of Akale. He still is with it. Plays it off an opponent, earns his side of throwing. Arthur Beauchois will be looking to impress Ian Cameron here today, given the starting nod. A lot of talented forwards for this Tormenta team. They've been dealing with injuries in a lot of areas of the pitch all throughout this season. Has kind of led to a bit of a disappointing start after being champions last year, but beginning to get more fit. Still without the services of Matthias Cassini, but Keziah Sterling is back after missing a fair amount of games to start the year. Here's Akale on the right-hand side, one-on-one with the defender, onto the left foot, into the back post. The header is just off frame. I think Beauchois is making the case for maybe a bit of a push in the back. He's saying there was something there, but his header goes just wide after a really good ball in the box by Akale. We'll see it again here. Drives onto the left foot. Just a quick glance up, picks out his forward partner, and that header is just wide. Beauchois, 6'3". He's a big aerial presence, and he had the advantage. The defender did just enough to put him off from behind. We're seeing Madison definitely trying to encourage more pressing from Tormenta to try and offer options further up the pitch. Low pass by Kroll to Messias. Here's Osmond in the center of the pitch. Cheney dropping deep. He'll play the pass to Mel. Here's Payne. Bartman to Martinez. He goes back to Mel. Messias. Payne has some space. He's got an option short. He'll try and find him. Here's Bartman, puts it on the right foot. The low shot again. Back-to-back games, he opens the scoring. Nazim Bartman is finding his scoring boots.
Goal for forward Madison, scored by number 24, Nazim.
2 goals on the year. They've come in vital moments, in very similar moments of the match. Again, Nazim Bartman gets things going for forward Madison. Nice pass into his feet by Stephen Payne, and he drove it into space to fire it low. We'll see it again here. really good progression up the right side. Just watch Bartman just find that pocket of space, calls for it at his feet, drives onto his right foot brilliantly, and an absolutely electric low finish to the bottom left corner. Two in two for Bartman. Fired up after that one. And it'll require the host to get back in this one. 24 in the 24th minute. Scored in the 18th minute last time, Nazim Bartman did, to open the scoring. They followed up with 2 more goals in the first half, take a 3-1 lead into the break for forward Madison. So a similar storyline here today. For Tormenta, it's an unfortunate similar storyline, conceding first in the first half. This one a bit earlier than last time against Union Omaha. Akale collects on the right wing, moves it infield. Murphy Jr. Heckenberg, his pass has a foot blocked to it. It'll still make its way to Fonseca. Onto the right foot, Fonseca, can he put a shot off? Goes wide, Akoto. They're queuing up in the box, into the area. Controlled by Sterling, fired, oh, it hits the post and goes over. Keziah Sterling about as close as you can get. He gets just a few feet of space and his shot is just off frame. Another look at it as they move the ball out wide to the right, but a big threat, Akoto's ball into the box. Good first touch and just gets under it and can't put it on frame. But nearly an instant response from Keziah Sterling, looking for his first open goal season, a goal from open play, I should say. Scored 18 goals last year, was a vital part of their run. He was the MVP in the title game, but injuries have limited him. Gebhardt, left side. Moving it forward, trying to get past the defender. A pair of Tormenta jerseys able to deal with it and clear it away. See Akoto again there on the defensive side of things. Been marshalling up and down that right flank. Krull. Ball into the box. Onan, header down, cleared away by Murphy Jr. Bartman receives the pass. That goal makes it 7 all time. Tied for 3rd now in Madison history. Krull. Messias will get it back from him. Gives it over to Osmond. Martinez eyes a pass over the top, picks out Payne. He was offsides though when he made the run. He got the assist on the first goal, picking out Bartman in the box. Crossfield ball, Akali under it, controls it well. One-on-one with the defender. Gebhardt moves on to the left. He's got Akoto. Puts him out wide to the right. First time cross into the box. Shipman's under it and he'll collect it. Shipman places back into play. Cheney under it. Chest control down. He'll be able to run back onto it. Play it back to Payne. He'll play to Martinez. He'll play it forward. Nice pass, picks out Bartman. Some really nice passing. Under a bit of pressure from forward Madison. They play to Martinez. A lot of confidence in this forward Madison group right now. 3 consecutive wins. Really finding their stride after consecutive losses. So obviously the last 5, 3 wins, 2 losses. They've had to better those results more recently. Messias eyed a forward pass, instead goes back to Osmond. Low pass. Bartman to Payne. Onan running onto it. Too much on the pass from Kroll, though. It'll go out for a goal kick. Murphy Jr. played the ball out wide. Kodo. Akale. His pass is blocked. Onan tried to pick out Gebhard, but Akale got a foot in to help out defensively. Kilwine plays the ball out wide to Fonseca. Travella pass. It might follow its way to Sterling. Getting a vital foot in, though, on that right side was Mel. Shipman invites some pressure and will play it forward. Collision between 2 Tormenta players, and there's an advantage here, but they can't take advantage of it. The referee will not take a pause after a ball was lost. Bartman and Cheney just couldn't quite get the ball to work between them. To be Kilwine and Nembhard, who came together. Both are back to their feet. Hydration break here in the first half. Both teams getting an opportunity to catch their breath, get some water. The collision here in the midfield after just a coming together between the 2 players.
As we enter a hydration break here in the 32nd minute of the match, we hope to see you all at our next match at Tormenta Stadium as our USL League One squad takes on the Chattanooga Red Bulls.
Just to give you a reset of where we're at right now. Obviously one forward Madison, Azim Bartman. Similar story to last time out with the goal early in the match. While we're in this hydration break, we can take a look at some of the leaders across USL League One as things stand. Seeing your goal leaders. Trevor Emmons has had an electric start to the year. Emiliano Terzaghi, a brace last time out, brings him up into that group. And Liam McKinnon with 4 goals. They're going to push herself into this group pretty closely. So a very interesting group. And just on the outside of it is Christian Cheney with 5. So fascinating to see how that's going to progress moving forward in terms of the goal leaders across USL League One. On the flip side, who's creating these goals across the league? It's Leo Castro has 4. A trio of players with 4. Tate Robinson, defender for Lexington with 4, and Olex Anderson having a great year all around. All 3 of these guys playing big roles entering into today. Those are the big guys who've been creators so far in USL League One. Back out on the pitch as the 2 teams have an opportunity to get some water, probably some tactical advice, and almost a second half in this first half. Tormenta looking to try and find a response. They couldn't last time out against Union Omaha. Conceded twice in the first half and really made the job difficult. Headed into the second with a goal very, very late on, the own goal by Deshaun Nembhard. At just 1, though, they'll look at Lexington and see a team that was constantly causing threats for Madison. Nico Brown scored twice on the road for Lexington to make that a 3-2 game. Was tied all the way to the finish. So we are back underway after the hydration break. 2 teams returning the same 11s. Akale. Big part of the Tormenta threat has been those two combining on the right-hand side. Something to be a focus for both teams, both in terms of creating more from there and trying to mitigate it. Turning is Heckenberg, plays a pass to Bourgeois. And behind, Sterling, can he get a touch in behind? Just can't get past Osmond, who did enough to clear it forward. Krull under some pressure, clears it out of play. Nick Cotto has Bourgeois, who wants to go longer with the throw. Murphy closer to him on his left. It'll go to Sterling. Nice control with his body to try and put off the defender, but the ball's won. Cheney touches it down. Onan, opportunity to break. Here's Christian Cheney. Goes short to Onan. Just really nice combination play between them. And Cheney links the ball up. Martinez switches the point of attack. Payne just heads that one down coolly. First time. Low pass. Bartman. It's Payne. Thought about a ball into the box, instead slows it down. Messias. Doing a good job to pen in the hosts. Here's Krull. Osmond. And it's Mel. Krull, given space to carry it into. A lot of patience from forward Madison. Low pass, Martinez. Cheney's running onto it. Flag stays down. Gebhard. Onan. Low pass, just can't quite link up with Messias, who's making a diagonal run. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2023, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up at plus.espn.com. Crossfield ball, Akale, under it, controls it. He has a Cotto. He's going to put it in the box. High arcing ball. Fonseca trying to get under it. But tussle with Payne, it'll go out of play. It's been a big point of emphasis for Tormenta, those diagonal balls from left to right, picking out Akale, trying to switch the ball quickly. He's been a big creator so far on this one. Possession currently 57-43 in favor of the visitors, forward Madison. They've controlled the ball very well on their defensive end of the pitch, completing 88% of their passes. Pass across the goal. Mel slips as he takes it. Still was near his teammate. Osmond stepped up to collect it. Krull. Gebhard evades the challenge of Akale and plays it back to Osmond. Low ball. Bartman running onto it. Forces a slide challenge from Kilwine. Does a great job to not only win it, but keep it in play. Under some pressure now. But he'll play it off very coolly. Returning to the 11 from injury. Just a great performance there. Sterling receives it back to goal, switches play. Akale has it in some space. And Akoto is striding forward from right back. Mukwele Akale. Nick Akoto, low ball in. It was dangerous, but he was offsides actually when he received it. So it'll be a free kick on the right-hand side. Looks to be Timmy Mel's actually sitting down. He needs a moment to, not sure if it's a muscle issue or what, but he's sitting down in the 6-yard box for forward Madison in the defensive end. I think he's signaling to the bench that he may need to come off in this one. Definitely in some discomfort. He started 13 games now for forward Madison. He's going to get an opportunity to discuss things with the physio. See it again here. The offsides is called. Just watching the 6-yard box next to the goalkeeper. Mel is just going to kind of slowly go down to his feet. No major contact, and that's obviously You never like to see a player go down, contact or no contact, but when there's kind of nothing around and no apparent reason, I should say, for a player to go down, definitely a bit of cause for concern, but he'll hopefully be able to stay in this contest. Entering into the 40th minute in this one. Likely going to have a fair bit of stoppage time in this first half. Another opportunity for Ian Cameron to try and reorganize his group. Best chance so far, definitely the Keziah Sterling shot that hit the crossbar and went over. You see Mel moving all right off the pitch. They definitely love for him to try and see it out until halftime. Then you can really further assess him over that 15-minute break rather than have to be forced into an early sub earlier than necessary. Allow the sub to get more time to get warm, get ready for the game. More of a tactical imprint on the player coming in. You see at the bottom of your screen walking by as Shipman launches it back forward. Cheney gets his head under it but knocks it out. Tumimel is back on the pitch. So it's back to 11 v 11. Looks like Tumimel is, for at least the time being, going to try and continue play. Nakoto, throw forward. He's going to set up for Gebhard. He can control it down. Plays a low pass just past the foot of Cheney. Couldn't link up with his number 9. Nembhard played it to Murphy Jr. His pass out wide. Intercepted by Kroll. He's got space to carry it into. He might slow up if he wants to. Under a lot of pressure. Martinez very, very well done to play it to Gebhard. Shipman. Cheney dropping deep to collect. Osmond forced into a header. It's awkwardly dealt with, flicked on. Akale, there's a lot of space in the box. If he can find a teammate, it's going to squirm free. Akale, space with the left-footed shot. A vital foot intervention, not fully dealt with. Headed away, Sterling still under it. Trying to keep it alive, but a really nice read by Mazias. Steps into it. He may try and break forward with it now. Cheney plays it to Bartman. Oh, he just left it behind Onan, who wanted to run over the top. Two players can't link up on that one. As Madison almost turned defense into attack in an instant after they were almost turned over by Tormenta. Here's Akoto, and he plays it now in the center defense. It's Knutson. Kilwine. Out wide left for Nembhard. Sterling receives, turns in field. Low pass, intercepted. Nice turn by Cheney, but his first touch bounced away from him. Akoto has Akale out to the right. I'll give it to him. Murphy Jr. turns in field. Knutson plays it to Murphy Jr. Eyes a forward ball, lofted. Fonseca running onto it, but Shipman's there to collect. It's the right idea. Fonseca almost on the end of that one, trying to break through multiple lines of defense from forward Madison. Shipman yet to be tested so far in today's contest over the first 43 minutes. Cheney, nice bit of control. He's being held by his opponent. Frustrated for no foul call given there, but it's Akale now with it for the hosts. Onto the left foot, thought about a crossfield ball. Rolls it short to Murphy Jr. instead. He's under a bit of pressure. Fires a pass to Akoto. He gives it back. Pass in field. Onan nearly getting a foot in there. Murphy Jr. wins it back, though. Here's Akale. It's been very busy today for Tormenta, just moving all around, trying to collect the ball. Here's Heckenberg. Clips it out wide to the right, but it's intercepted by Kroll. Low pass finds Cheney. His hold-up play, he's going to be under a lot of pressure, loses possession of it. Feeling his right leg a little bit. He's a little slow to move around after that one. Makes its way out to the left. Nembard into the box. Just over. And I think it's knocked out of play. Should be a corner kick. Will be indeed. In the 45th minute, maybe an opportunity for Tormenta to try and generate something here. It's Mukwele Akale who's walking over with it. It's a herb shop. Corner kick for the hosts. Akale will leave it. It's a left back. Deshaun Nembard. Served in, deep in the box. Headed back in. Volley attempt, it's cleared away. Akale is going to be under it. It's an opportunity to move forward if they want. Chipped into the channel for Nembard. He's left-footed, might want to get onto that foot. Ooh, nice pass. Trying to pick out Sterling or Akale. Neither player able to get to it, though. 6 minutes stoppage time. Still a lot of time left in this one. Presented by the clubhouse. That stoppage time is. Gebhardt. Oh, nice move to get a pass at Kodo. He will be fouled in the middle of the park. Another chance to look at this one. Just nice move to get past Kodo. Got a bit of the ball, but got a lot of the man. Referee adjudged the ball. The man was more important than the ball. That's just the second foul of the game for either team. Both of them against Tormenta. Referee has his card out of his pocket. Is it discussed with Akoto, and he will be booked. Unsure if it's for the foul or for anything that was said afterwards. But the end result is Nick Akoto is the first player in the book after committing the foul on the near side. It's Martinez back in play. Kroll. Martinez. To Kroll. Senior top left corner, Nazim Bartman. The lone goal in today's contest so far. A really strong right-footed effort in the bottom corner in the 24th minute. Heavy touch by Martinez. Does well with the second one, though, to keep possession, and it'll be back to him. Low pass to Cheney. He'll return it to him. Great pass diagonally. Picks out Jaden Onan. Kicks it off his opponent. It will go out for a corner kick, will it? Will indeed. An opportunity now to put the ball into the box for forward Madison. You see through Martinez, the player running over to it. He's got a pair of assists on the year. He'll be the dead ball specialist on this occasion. It's the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Tormenta conceded a second last time out, deep in stoppage time. Into the box. Punched away. Onan, it might have sat up for him, but it's scraped away. Payne, though, still has it. Plays it to Mel. He may try and go back. His pass does find Gebhardt. So they'll keep possession. Martinez. Diagonal into the box. Cheney, his header is towards goal, but it's off target and collected regardless by TJ Bush. Wanted to go forward with it quickly. We'll have to go short. Heckenberg. Pass into the channel. They're appealing for offsides. Won't be given. It's Fonseca. Back heel. Low ball into the box. Oh, it's cleared away. Was a threat though by Tormenta. Required a bit of defensive nous. Heckenberg wants to keep the pressure alive. Mentioned they conceded in the 6th minute of stoppage time against Union Omaha last time out. They'd love to be the team dishing out that punishment this time round for an equalizer. They'll get an opportunity. There will be at least 6 minutes of added time, as you can see in your top left corner. In the channel. Into the box, just headed out. Great ball in. Osmond got it out of play. It's out for a corner kick. They're appealing. Maybe we had a foul on Osmond, who went down in the box, but did enough to clear it out of play. Murphy Jr. standing over it. Yes, Fonseca short. Referee blows for a pause on that one. He's going to jog over to a bench on the near side here. Matt Glazer is getting a talking to. And Matt Glazer will earn himself a yellow card. That'll be the first.
A yellow card's been showed to Forward Madison FC's head coach, Matt Glazer.
For Forward Madison, not for a player, for their head coach, Matt Glazer. 7 Tormenta players in the box. They thought about doing a short corner last time out. Fonseca will again offer that option. Murphy Jr. into the box towards the back post, headed away. Passed back by Heckenberg to the goalkeeper, Bush. Crossfield ball, headed out by Payne. Final moments of this first half. Maybe enough time for one last foray forward if they're quick with it. Akoto. The referee could obviously decide to add a bit more time on, considering the stoppages here in extra time. Lofted in behind. Fonseca just can't get his foot to it, was trying to bring it down. Flag didn't go up. Potentially would have been onside had he controlled it, but that circumstance didn't come to us. Shipman in the 7th minute of added time in this first half. We'll launch it forward, and that will do it for the first 45 minutes in Statesboro.
And that's the half. Your score.
Much like last time out, Nazim Bartman bags the first goal. They didn't have 3 like last time for Forward Madison, but they head into the break with the lead on the road. South Georgia Tormenta going to need to do some things here at halftime to try and come up with a response for the second 45 minutes. Been a great first half so far. We'll take a look at some highlights, some things happening from around the league at the break. But as things stand at halftime, it's Forward Madison 1, South Georgia 0. Back in a moment on ESPN+.
Hey, are you ready yet?
Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
It's the Kids World Halftime, some Wednesday night USL League One action between South Georgia Tormenta and Forward Madison. We had a great 4-game slate on Saturday, so let's take a look at the highlights from that. First off, Richmond Kickers hosting 1 Knoxville. Early on, it's the host with an early opportunity. The ball is going to make its way out to the right-hand side. A low cross comes in from Simon Fitch, and Emiliano Terzaghi makes it 50 all-time. The all-time USL League One leading scorer continues to add more history. Now, second half, 1 Knoxville searching for an equalizer. It's going to be Frank Ross, forces something to happen. Dakota Barnathan, the man who knocks it into his own net for the equalizer in the 69th minute. Just 2 minutes later, the 71st minute, the ball makes its way from Derek Waldeck to Ilya Illich, who buries a shot in the bottom left corner. They turn the match on its head, the roadside up 2-1 late on in this one. But it's not going to be easy to beat Richmond at home. Lofted ball in the box, going to make its way towards Terzaghi. You see him go down on the right side of your screen. He earns the penalty. He takes the penalty. He scores the penalty. A 10th brace all time for Richmond, continuing to add more. He's got 51 all time. The match ends level, 2-2 if the two sides split the points in Richmond. Now, Chattanooga hosting Charlotte Independence. An interesting matchup here. It's going to be the roadside with an early opportunity. Miguel Ibarra finds Joel Johnson, and his right-footed shot finds the top corner. They take an early lead in the 16th minute to make it 1-0. Moments later, still in the first half, Avion Flanagan was in the Team of the Week in part for performances like this. Low left-footed cross in is very easy for his teammate Ryan JJ to just knock in the back of the net. 2-0 in the first half. They're cruising, looking for 3 points on the road, but Chattanooga going to try and make it difficult for them. Riley Kraft puts one in the box. Pedro Hernandez puts it in the back of the net. Still down a goal with 30 minutes left in the contest, but the job got a little bit harder. Omar Gomez overruns it. You see the high boot on the tackle there. The referee adjudges it to be a red card. They're down a man there towards the end of the match, being down to 9 men trying to chase down a lead. It's the 97th minute. Very late on in this one. It's going to be Siobhan Marsh who collects the ball, manages to stay with it, just forces himself in the box and makes it happen. Will tear off his shirt as he gets a late equalizer to split the points at home for Chattanooga. They finished that one 2-2. Now Union Omaha, they're hosting South Georgia Tormenta. That's their pride night out in Omaha. Trying to get a big 3 points at home. No defending champion coach has won at Omaha. Ball into the box, Connor Doyle picks out J.P. Scares, and his header finds the back of the net. That's the 11th assist all time for Connor Doyle. That's a tied for most in Union Omaha history. But a late lead in the first half at home is where they wanted to be, and they'll make it twice as nice. Ball in the box. It's awkward to deal with for Deshaun Nebard, and he knocks it into his own net. The own goal makes it 2-0 for Union Omaha, and that's how things would end in Omaha. A tough match there for South Georgia, as Omaha gets a vital 3 points at home to try and continue things moving in the right direction for them up the table. That's game 3 of our 4 games on Saturday. Looking at game 4, Northern Colorado, they were hosting Central Valley Fuego. Here in the first half, it's going to be Razak Cromwell given space to shoot as a center back will take it, and Lalo Delgado has to do just enough to tip it over the bar, asking his defense for a bit more there. First half opportunity not scored by Central Valley. Northern Colorado, it's going to be Lucky Upara, plays it out wide, picks out Billy King, driving inside, some step overs, making it do it all himself, and buries to finish in the bottom right corner. Billy King, a brilliant bit of scoring there. Still up 1-0, a chance to bury it for Trevor Emmon in the box. You expect him to score it, he doesn't, but in the end doesn't matter. They get the 1-0 win at home. More Kids World halftime content to come in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Taxes man, left foot, and it's a first-time shot, and a goal! Luis Fernando! It's turned over. Babu Karjai to put it away! Phoenix Rising will take all 3 points, 3-1 Rising!
Welcome back to the Kids World halftime show. Some news and notes from across the league. Emiliano Terzaghi, first to 50. He's got 51 now after a brace in their last time out. The Gold Cup ongoing. 3 players making their participations there. Nelson Flores, Raheem Somersault, and Ricardo Jerez all playing there. And obviously Liam McKinnon, absolutely electric. 4 goals. And I mean, who else could be the player of the week? Here's your team of the week for Week 15 in USL League One. Jake Kroll, the lone player in today's contest, making an appearance in that 11 of the team of the week. But McKinnon with 4 goals, hard to have a better week than he did. The games from Saturday, you saw the highlights earlier in the halftime show, but some big points picked up by both Union Omaha and Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado, some games in hand still, a team to watch to really rise up the standings in the next few weeks across the USL League One season. Looking ahead for the rest of the week, some very interesting matchups. North Carolina, Charlotte Independence, pair of teams right up there at the top of the table on Friday. That's one that's going to be very interesting. And obviously you can see the upcoming games with South Georgia away at Lexington and Forward Madison also away at Greenville. Some more halftime content to come in just a moment after this break.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your childcare needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Welcome back to Optum Sports Medicine Field at Tormenta Stadium at halftime. It's South Georgia Tormenta 0, Forward Madison 1, courtesy of a Nazim Bartman first half strike. A great first 45 minutes, a lot of great action to show you. We can dig into those highlights now, those first half highlights brought to you by Galactic Comics. we were wondering how these teams would kind of face off early in this match, and we saw an early opportunity off of this long throw. It's going to find its way to Isidro Martinez, and that shot just off. Can't put that one on frame, but it was a sign of things to come for Forward Madison. Not a ton of shots for them, as you'll see in the stats a bit later on in things, but they did really well progressing defensively up forward. It's Stephen Payne who receives it here, and he finds Nazim Bartman with some space in the middle of the box. Great push onto his right foot. First touch great, second touch even better. The right-footed finish scores. That's the first goal and only goal of the contest so far here today. But it wasn't the only opportunity really in this game for either side. South Georgia trying to come back into the thing very, very quickly. And they have some players coming back from injury trying to make a big impact on things. We'll see this one make its way out to the right-hand side for Akoto. His ball in the box is going to sit up for Sterling, who is just off from equalizing, hitting the crossbar, and that one going just over. He's a guy who's trying to get back into goal-scoring form, has a pair of goals from penalties, just couldn't get that one to go there. You see the shots yet to test Bert Shipman. South Georgia are 6 shots, none on target. Possession pretty similar. The lone shot on target for both teams was the goal by Nazim Bartman. Pair of yellow cards, or 2 yellow cards total, 1 for each side. The head coach, Matt Glazer, booked for Forward Madison, as well as Nick Akoto for South Georgia. And those stats presented as well by Galactic Comics. Back with some live scenes. You see the all-pink jerseys for Forward Madison, trying to hold off 3 points, which would make it 4 consecutive wins, make them one of the hottest teams in all of USL League One. No team has a longer win streak currently active than them. Next closest is Greenville. They've got a pair of wins. They're unbeaten in 5. 2 teams will switch sides, and the all pinks heading from left to right. The visitors, Forward Madison, from right to left, and the all blues will be South Georgia Tormenta. But as things stand, Forward Madison is currently top of the table, albeit with a match in hand over North Carolina and 3 in hand over Northern Colorado. But definitely be a very welcome sign for all those on the Forward Madison side of things if they can see themselves end this Wednesday on top of the table. Back underway, next 45 here to go. Jack Edwards still with you as you see the records popping up on the screen. Sterling chesting the ball down in the middle of the park, has 2 options with him. Great slide tackle by Martinez, brings down his opponent and clips the ball forward. Cheney can run on to it, gets into a foot race, and that's going to stay with him. Cheney clips it in. Still alive, Bush has to get to it and land on it. There was a ball boy who was getting on the field on the right corner, so nearly a very interesting open to the match. Well, certainly an interesting open in 30 seconds. Ball going from front to back very quickly. Scoring somewhere in your top left corner. Nazim Bartman, the lone goal in the 24th minute. Very nice right-footed strike pass just behind Nembhard. And Stephen Payne has it. That was Bartman, excuse me. Onan was bumped off of it, and a foul will be called against Preston Kilwine. 6'4" defender going to be ruled for a foul. Put too much of his body into Jaden Onan, who flicked the ball forward. Onan and Cheney have proven to be a very interesting strike partnership for this Forward Madison team. Cheney definitely has aspects of your prototypical center forward, capable of playing with his back to goal, linking up play, still very quick and able to run into balls over the top. But Onan just buzzing around him, trying to play it off of him. It's a very interesting combo up front for Forward Madison, who have had a lot of goal-scoring success so far this year. It's Aiden Messias. Sliding it back. It's Krull. Osmond. Martinez back to Osmond. Mel will carry it in field. He wants to switch play. That pass is intercepted. Headed down by Akoto. Picked out Heckenberg. Akale was eyeing a switch. We'll try and pick out Sterling. It's going to break. Might be an awkward one to deal with. Payne will poke it back to Shipman. Passes it in the midfield. It's a heavy touch. Sits for Akale. Plays it to Sterling. Pass it behind. Oh, it's just too much. And Shipman will fall on it. Keziah Sterling, though, eyed a pass to the outside of his right foot to get him behind. Another look at it as he has it played to him. Just see him try and poke it into the run of Fonseca, but just couldn't quite link up with his teammate. Ball sits up for Bartman. Onan can turn. We'll play it out wide. Bartman has to run onto it. He'll keep it in play. Messias. Martinez. Space to shoot if he wants to. It's blocked well by Murphy Jr., and it's going to spin out for a throw. Second shot of the match for Martinez. He's tried to line them up with his right foot from outside twice now. Payne throws it back to his center back, Mel. Back three for forward Madison, having a lot of success in terms of possession on the ball. Been difficult for the forwards for Tormenta to press. A lot of times we've seen Arthur Beauchois kind of isolated in the press, and obviously very hard to press 1v3 as the ball is clipped forward by Martinez. It's going to set up for Cheney. He might have the opportunity to get onto it, but the flag has gone up. He was offsides. It'll be a free kick for Tormenta. That's a constant threat, though, with Christian Cheney. You can't really sleep on him. It was mentioned as the key of the game, defensive focus, because with a guy like him, he's always going to be eyeing on the last shoulder of the defender to try and play on a ball in behind. Switch of play. Akale, nice touchdown. He had a Kodo on the overlap. Mukwele Akale. Pass blocked away. Goes out wide to his right back. Akale. He's bumped from behind, wanted a foul. Nothing was given. It'll be a goal kick for Madison. You wonder when or if forward Madison will begin to exercise a slowing of the process of recollecting the ball in between possessions. Still, obviously, almost all of this second half still to play. And a lot of talent in this South Georgia team. Had a lot of unfortunate ones not fall their way in the last few games. Obviously winless in 5. That includes 3 1-1 draws. Flick on. Beauchois was under it and forced Mel to play a header back to his goalkeeper Shipman. Beauchois is going to be on hand, close by. Shipman goes long with it. Header back. Chested down by Martinez. Pass played back. Foul committed, though. Referee ruling against Derek Gebhardt. Left wing back committing the foul there in the attacking third. TJ Bush. Long ball forward. Chested down by Beauchois. It's Sterling. It's bouncing. Will he take a shot and play it out wide? Clipped into the box. Cleared up into the air. Nembard. Yells of no foul were coming out from the bench, but he did commit a foul. And it'll alleviate the pressure for forward Madison after Deshaun Nembard was ruled for the foul. Back to Shipman. Here's Martinez. He was edged into the back by Beauchois, and the referee wants to take a moment to talk to him. Martinez helped back to his feet by Mukwele Akale. No card given there. Left, it's Jaden Onan. Space, running into it. Onan onto the right foot. The shot just over the goal. It will be a corner kick, though. Jaden Onan driving forward with that one into space. Again, you can see it here. The shot took a diving effort from Nembard to just put him off and deflect it over the goal. Isidro Martinez is the player who's going to run over to take it again. Another Herb Shop corner kick. Forward Madison would definitely love to get some insurance in this one. They led by 2 goals against Lexington on multiple occasions, and it helped them. They conceded with a 2-goal edge on 2 times. Into the box by Martinez. Headed up high, not fully dealt with. Still alive. Sterling, though, can now maybe go on the break. Plays a pass. Foot race, won by Payne. He'll clear it into the stands. Coming together after the ball went away. The yellow card will be brought out for Jaden Onan.
The yellow card was shown to Forward Madison FC's number 10.
The first outfield player for Forward Madison to see a yellow card in today's contest. Jaden Onan edged into his opponent after the ball was gone. Another look at it here. You can see him just kind of put a foot in there very cynically, and Fonseca doing his job. Best job to sell it as well, but Onan leaving the foot in there, left the door open, and the foul was committed. Yellow card was given. So as Matt Glazer will wonder about his first subs, now that he has a player on a yellow card, that may adjust his thinking. It's Nembard over it, and there's a fair number of players moving forward to offer options for Tormenta. Line on the edge of the 18-yard box. Nembard. He's going to loft it into the box. Climbing highest was Cheney, headed back in. Cheney again heads it clear. Pair of clearances for the forward, and now a chance to break. Onan, he's got Cheney right next to him. 2 players to his right as well. It's bouncing. Onan can't get it under his spell and loses possession. Bartman was trying to press. A heavy touch by Bush, but he'll knock it away, and Onan will be kicking himself. He just couldn't quite bring it under control in transition, because if he could, Cheney was in a lot of space. Here's Messias, though, still with Forward Madison. Martinez, nice turn to evade the pressures of Keziah Sterling. I'll play it back. It's Mel, low pass, flick by Payne. Pass into the channel, asking too much of him. Bartman couldn't quite bring it into Payne. But Forward Madison beginning to exploit some space that will likely be afforded to them as Tormenta have to commit numbers forward to try and get back in this one. A lot of pace, a lot of ability to play directly. You imagine this will not be the last opportunity that they will have in today's contest. Tormenta, obviously a lot of talent in their roster, and as long as they're only a goal off of it, they'll feel they're in striking distance of getting at least a point. As Fonseca plays it back to Nembard. Kilwine to Bush. Crossfield ball, Akale. It's headed back, though, towards Shipman, and he'll be able to collect it and pick it up. The USL on ESPN continues as the summer heats up. Memphis 901 FC and Aaron Malloy head to the Valley of the Sun to face Manuel Arteaga and Phoenix Rising FC. It's Phoenix Rising FC and Memphis 901 FC Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. That match rapidly coming up this weekend. Cheney. It's headed back. He's going to be putting some pressure on Bush and forces him to make a nice dive to collect it, and he will run all the way back to the billboards behind the goal. Heckenberg. Back to Knutson. It is Knutson with it. Akoto. Ball into the channel. Makoto putting some pressure on Krull. He'll win it. Got 2 players against him. Krull gets a foot on it. Passes it over to Gebhard. Nice tackle by Sterling. Again, another block. It's going to still squirm free, and Osmond will put his foot through it. This back 3, back 5, whatever you want to call it for forward Madison, going to have the pressure ramped up over the next half hour plus. Kale's pass, unable to find a teammate. It's cleared away. Fonseca plays the pass to Beauchois. It's Sterling. Doesn't pick out a teammate with his pass. It's blocked away though. It sits up for Fonseca. Beauchois in the box. The shot just over the goal. Shows you how quick the opportunity can come though for Tormenta. Arthur Beauchois just gets under that one and puts it over the goal. Second look at this one. Fonseca plays it to him. Does well to let it run between his legs and get it onto his preferred right foot. A dangerous spot. Very similar to where Bartman scored from in the first half for forward Madison. Almost the same spot of the pitch. But his shot went over. A lot of pressure on Gebhard. He goes down. Nothing given. Sterling has it. A lot of options with him. Still Sterling. Looking for the right one. Oh, and he just, I think, couldn't pick the right one. Gebhard wins it back off of him. Pass forward, Cheney. Dropping deep to collect it. Some subs being readied for Tormenta. We're hearing there will be a triple change incoming. This one's going to spin. Murphy Jr. on a lot of pressure is fouled. Referee blowing for a foul. Bartman and Murphy Jr. having to come in together. Another look at the foul. Murphy is just going to let that one run across his body and just knows what he's doing. He just kind of puts Bartman to his back, and apologetic Bartman as he came on to him a little bit after that. Trio of subs.
Also exiting the match, number 6, John Murphy Jr. Entering the match, number 5.
We'll break those down for you. I think John Murphy Jr. is going to be one of the players coming out for Tobias Otieno. Deshaun Nembard out for Davy Mason, and Kingsford Ajay in for Arthur Beauchois. Kingsford Ajay, a big return for him from injury. He played last time out, his first appearance since April 29th. Against Richmond. He's going out with a bit of instructions tactically. He's going to move in as a forward, but a big return for him from injury. Another player who was a massive part, 7 goals last year, second on the team. Having both him and Sterling limited with injuries. Just a massive, massive detriment to their ability to play. But he appears to be getting in a good spot on the road back to full fitness. Kilwine plays it back to Bush. Cross field. First touch for Ajay. Plays it in field. Fonseca. Otieno, also another substitute. Out wide for Akoto. Akale dropping in. Akoto pushes onto the right foot. Ball in the box, took a deflection. It goes out of play. It will be a corner kick. But Davy Mason in at left back, Tobias Otieno in the midfield, and Kingsford Ajay in as a forward. So a trio of substitutes for Tormenta. We'll see if forward Madison responds with changes of their own, especially just with fresh legs coming on and fresh energy. Takale, the Herb Shop corner kick. Into the box, in swinger. Went past the goalkeeper, but the header is just wide. It's rolling out here. I think Stephen Payne wants to let it run out for a corner, but it's not fully dealt with. He'll clear it away. Here's Mason, his first touch since coming on. Into the box by Otieno. It's blocked into the back of a teammate, but it's going to sit for Onan. Gebhard puts it past his opponent. Nice turn by Bartman, but he had the ball knocked away from him. Messias carrying it forward. Fouled, though, by Heckenberg. Messias a little slow to get up after that one. He was driving forward with some pace in the middle of the park. Match developing a bit of a chippy edge to it. Teams with conflicting ideologies right now. Forward Madison looking to dig in. Tormenta looking to try and dig them out and get the equalizing goal. Three players around the free kick. It's Martinez who is going to be the one who stays closest to it. Lofted into the box. Headed away. And offsides was Cheney, so it will quickly be dispersed for a free kick for Tormenta. Davy Mason. Pass on the left wing, clipped over the top for Kingsford Ajay. Backing into his opponent. He's got Mason in support. He's going to face up with the midfielder, plays the ball infield. Otieno lets it run across his body. Mukwele Akale. Dribbling, three players around him. Otieno in the box, some space. Sterling onto the left foot, the shot's blocked. A nice, vital diving stop. Slided in to block that shot. Otieno. Akale, back to Otieno. Can't pick out a teammate. It's one back by Gebhard. Cheney plays it back to Kroll. He's going to fire one forward, but goes only to Kilwine. Some of the best pressure of the game in the last few moments for Tormenta. They're really stacking up the opportunities, taking 8 shots now. Kingsford Ajay. Dribbling. Got 2 players around him. Still with it. Plays it in field. It's blocked. Cleared away. That'll be out for a throw deep inside the attacking third. Mason runs over to take. Fonseca. Infield. Crossfield ball. Akoto's there. He's got Akale close by. He's just going to clip it into the box. Kroll is under it. Touches it down. Sterling wants to press him. Moves it infield and clears it forward with the right foot. Nice work under pressure, but it only finds a blue jersey. And just maintaining the pressure. Tormenta refusing to relent right now. Mason. On the left foot. Clipped to the back post. Akale can't keep it alive, but it goes to Akoto. Back in. Just off frame. It did take a deflection on the way, though. He did it, and it will be a corner, I believe. Now look at this from Akoto. Mason just driving that one to the byline, playing it back into the box. And Akoto, nice control with the right and volley with the right, all in one motion. And it is a corner kick. Ajay wants to make an instant impact. Plays a low pass. Fonseca in the box. Hold off the defender. His pass is unable to find a teammate. Unsure if that pound into the ground was an appeal for a penalty or the inability to control the ball, but he was unable to turn past Bartman, who did well defensively. Another look at this angle here. You'll see a little bit of holding by Bartman, but the referee judging it to not be enough for a penalty. Shipman launches this one forward. Foul committed by Bartman. He's going to sit down after that one. I think he wants a brief moment to, not sure if it's a cramp or if he's going to need a substitute, but the goal scorer needs a moment at the very least. Quickly back to his feet, though. Our head official, Jair Campos, is waving on a trainer.
Substitution for forward Madison. Exit match number 17, Derek Gebhard. Entering the match number 2, Robert Screen. Also exiting the match number 24, Nazim Bartman. Entering the
Pair of substitutions being readied. Andrew Wheeler-Amunu is coming in for Nazim Bartman, so the goal scorer's day is going to end in the 70th minute. He comes off, and Robert Screen is going to be coming in as well. He'll be on for Derek Gebhard. So Screen played 5 years at Kentucky. Defender will be on. We'll see a bit of a shape change defensively, likely, from forward Madison. Wheeler-Amunu started last time out. He was the lone change, dropped to the bench for Aiden Messias. Crossfield ball, headed in by Akoto. It's going to bounce and fall, though, for Akale. Plays it back into Akale, but just a vital intervention stops the pass. Kroll got a foot in there. Chest control by Otieno. Plays it to Akoto. He wants it back. He'll get it back. He'll turn it forward, trying to hold off the defender. Akoto plays it to Heckenberg. Heckenberg. You see the shot totals for both teams. Just one shot on target between the two of them. That was the goal by Bartman. Ajay into the area. Goes on frame, but Shippen will fall onto it. Akale just couldn't get tall enough to get his head to the ball. See the right-footed ball by Ajay into the area. The leap by Akale was asking just too much of him with the run that he made. Shipman will launch it forward into the now night sky here in Statesboro. Otieno. Heckenberg under a bit of pressure. Plays it to Otieno. He's eyeing the ball upfield. Holds off the challenge of Macias. Turns back, plays it to Akoto. Sterling, switch of play. Ajay, he's got an option to his left if he wants him. It's Mason. Ajay onto the right foot. Kingsford Ajay. It's on target, but what a save. Forced into action, still alive here. Chipped into the box. The header's up tall, sits for Ajay. Doesn't take it first time, and Christian Chaney dropping back defensively, but what a save by Bernd Shipman. The first for either goalkeeper, and he was really called into action there. Akoto. Tormenta been knocking on the door, but haven't broke it down. Akale keeps it in play, but it's going to break for Onan. Now Isidro Martinez is breaking forward. Options to his right and left. Chaney to the right, goes to the left. It's Wheeler-Amunu. Andrew Wheeler-Amunu will check it up. He's got Martinez. He'll give it to him. Madison slowing up. They didn't want to commit numbers forward too aggressively. This is definitely game management strategy from Madison. They don't want to stretch numbers forward in search of a second, and in the pursuit of that, make themselves vulnerable to conceding a first before they can do that. Martinez, crossfield ball. Finds Payne, sits up for him. It may have hit his hand though. It did. He's upset about the call. He's saying it was in his chest, but the referee takes away a great chance. Let's look back though on the save of the game. It's the only one so far, but it's still of high quality. Shipman diving with the left hand does just enough and quickly back to his feet. More importantly, to be ready for what may have come after that. Into the channel, controlled, played back. Ajay. Mason making an underlapping run. Otieno clipped forward. Looked like it was Sterling who went down in the box. He's appealing to the referee, or maybe an Otieno appealing to the referee, but nothing given. It's a goal kick. Tormenta prepping for another substitution. You see him down there. Jackson Curry going to come into the contest for Chris Heckenberg. A midfielder off for a forward, so definitely an instance where they're trying to launch numbers forward. Curry can play a bit deeper, but he's the leading scorer with 3 goals, a pair of assists as well, both those best on the team. So they've got the guy who's produced the most this year in 2023 in the league back out on the pitch for the final 15 minutes as their 4th sub. Still one left if they want to have that. One final option for Ian Cameron. Flick on by Cheney. Onan. He'll get there before Mason. His pass just off from Payne. Martinez, though, is going to be able to collect the loose ball. Intercepts the pass, and he'll slide it over to Messias. Madison, very hard team to press as Kroll as well to loft that one. Looks like Wheeler Munu is filling in that left wing-back role. While screen is, as you see, Payne cutting in there, low pass. Screen playing almost as a left winger. Makoto. Lofted over the top for Akale, running onto it. Eyeing back at the center back. Osmond pressing him. Nice control. Still not home free. He's forced back. Otieno under some pressure from screen. Kilwine. Out wide for Mason. Space to carry it into the left-footed cross. It's knocked away. Akoto thought about a first-time shot. It's poked away from his feet, and he passes it back. Knutson. Curry, his first touch. Onto the left foot. Clipped in, headed away. Akoto. He slips, he tries to take it, and it rolls. A long ball forward. Cheney running onto it. Can he get there first? Christian Cheney controlling it, puts it between the legs of the defender. He has to stop up onto the left foot. Christian Cheney, low shot is saved. First save of the match by TJ Bush, but nearly a one-man counter by Christian Cheney. Lofted forward. That one's going to go long, though, and Chipman's going to be able to allow that to roll back into his hands. He's going to pick it up in the corner. It's Cheney running by himself against 2 defenders. He likes to go on his right foot, and Knutson showed him his left, and that shot was low. Didn't catch it perfectly, but forced Bush into a decent save. First shot on target that's forced a save. Well, second shot on target, but first one that's been saved by TJ Bush. Header down by Cheney, goes out of play. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including the return of USL All Access on Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern, starting June 13th. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157. and the SXM app. Foul committed in the middle of the park by Otieno. Brings down Wheeler Amunu. We'll see this one again as he just gets past Otieno. Tangle of feet, and he's brought down, and he'll be in no rush to get up, knowing that time is definitely on the visitors' side. The touch by Wheeler Amunu was heavy and was won back by Khoury. Likes to play in a more advanced role, but he's dropping deep out of necessity as they want to just get their best attacking options up. They look like they're ready for one final change for the final 10 minutes. Screen controls it and plays a pass back. Payne goes long. Cheney running onto it. He'll be headed away. And Kilwine is under it. Kingsford Ajay. Mason. Kilwine. Switches play. Akoto's running under it. Headed out though by Wheeler Amunu. Pair of subs, one for each side, ready to come in. Elijah Amo is, I think, waving to Akoto. They want him to go out of play on that end. And also you can see ready to come in is Eric Connerty. But Nick Akoto's night is over. He's on a yellow card. Final 10 minutes have been a big creator on the right wing from that right back position. Elijah Amo, a midfielder by trade, has made 9 sub appearances on the year for 126 minutes. Eric Connerty similarly making 9 sub appearances to this point for 86 minutes. Specializes in coming on in these moments. Came on in the 88th minute in last game, trying to help just see things out. He'll be in for Aiden Macias. Like for like swap in the midfielder, and the Grand Rapids, Michigan native is into the contest. Kilwine. Low pass. Sterling left it. Fired to the feet. Sterling. Can he turn and shoot? He can, but it's just wide of the goal. Keziah Sterling. He's been around. He's been threatening. Just can't quite get that one to come off for him. Low pass will come in on the second attempt for him. And just sits up on the left foot and just wide of the goal. Not sure if Shipman's getting there, if that's on frame, but it was a really tough attempt to take. Shot number 11 for Tormenta. They've put just one on target. Cheney was fouled by Fonseca in the middle of the park. The foul's called against Kilwine, as a matter of fact. Edging into the back of Cheney, who then ran into the back of Fonseca. So it'll be a free kick in the attacking third for forward Madison. Martinez clipped into the channel. Running onto it is Payne. Can't get there though. Goal kick to come. Khoury. Low pass. Akale in behind, but it's not going to find a teammate. And Shipman is going to be able to take the opportunity to burn off as many seconds off the clock as possible. Forces Sterling to run over in the press. Otieno wins the header. Fonseca, the second one. Foul is committed. They wanted offsides. Nothing was given. Foul called against Timmy Mel. And Fonseca has a free kick in a pretty decent spot. They'll take it quick. Otieno. Out wide, it's Kuri. There's Amo on the outside option. Kuri on the left foot from distance. It's low and it's wide. They're generating opportunities. They're keeping the pressure on. Pressure is nice, but they're going to want end product here at home to try and get at least a point. Got 6.5 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. Long one forward. Miss hit. It's going to roll back to TJ Bush, though. Mason back to Kilwine. Knutson. Tormenta have used all their substitutions. This is the 11 that's going to have to try and come back in this one. Kuri wins aside a throw. Wheeler Amunu, adjudged to be the last one who touched it. Elijah Almo is the player playing as the right back, coming on for Akoto. Heavy touch by Mason, but it's going to be able to run onto it. Kingsford Ajay offering an option. Fonseca. Mason. Low one. Kingsford Ajay in the box. On the left foot. Towards the byline, goes out of play. Ajay is not able to get that one out of his feet to put it across goal. Referee making a point to Shipman that he cannot take too much time up. Ajay will receive it here in the box, try and dribble, taking on Connerty, but he does well to knock the ball off of him and takes a massive swing at the water bottle. Almo plays it. Kilwine steps up. Pass out wide to Mason. Screen pressing. Last touched Tormenta, so it'll be a throw in for forward Madison. They had to deal with, as you see on the right side of your screen, Jaden Onan just go down, holding his legs, maybe a bit of cramp going on. They may want to stretch him out, may like to just bring him off and not have to worry about having any weakness in the players trying to see this one out. But they were up 3-2 in the 64th minute when they made a few substitutions. Forward Madison did last time out. Mauro Citro came in the contest immediately. It was a bit of a scuffle in the middle of the park. He was adjudged to have moved his head towards the opponent in a head-butting motion, was sent off just a minute after coming on. As forward Madison's making a sub, Francis Janot Baptiste is preparing to come in for Jaden Onan. So they had to deal with the final 25 minutes last contest with just 10 men and the 1-goal lead, and they were able to see that one out. Similarly, up a goal here late on. They still have 11 though, as Onan will come off after a strong effort across 87 minutes. Janot Baptiste came on in the 91st minute last game, just trying to see things out. His goal here will, I mean, obviously a goal to see things out would be the biggest prize he could earn. Throw in. It's flicked on. Cheney controls it. Can't turn though. Almo plays a pass to Kuri. Intercepted though, but Almo stays with it. Slide tackle, knocks it out of play. Forces Kroll to knock it out for a throw. 2.5 minutes until stoppage time. Almo is going to throw it backwards towards Knutson. Kilwine. Screen is going to try and see it out, but it goes out. Excuse me, did not go out. Payne heads it up. Sterling heads it down. but it's passed forward, and running up to it now is TJ Bush. He'll collect. Almo. Khoury. His slide tackle gets in the way. Kroll will stay with it. Low pass. Foot race. Jeannot Baptiste is beaten to it by Knutson. There may have been a tug of the shirt. Bush plays a pass. Less than a minute till stoppage time hits us. Forward Madison can taste the 3 points, could make it 12 points from 12. Header down. Fonseca tries to play a pass forward, goes over. Khoury was offsides though. But it was a handball beforehand. So the referee ruling that it was a handball that blocked the pass, and then he tried to play it over the top, and the handball preceded the offside. So that's a free kick in a very dangerous spot for Tormenta. Massive break for them. Another look at the handball. Just watch this one go up. Does appear to hit close to the midsection hand area. Referee ruling that it would hit the hand of Connerty. Akale. Mukwele Akale. Standing over this one. Stoppage time hitting us. Into the box towards the back post. Their bodies are queuing up. It's touched down. Slide tackle will bring down the opponent, and a foul eliminates the pressure. Kilwine just couldn't quite bring onto it. You see the stoppage time in the top right corner presented by the clubhouse. 4 minutes of it for Tormenta to try and find something in this one. This one's going to set up for Kilwine, and he tries to reach in for it, and it's going to be the second leg that brings down the opponent, that alleviates the pressure for the visitors, and Shipman can launch it forward now, but with 3.5 minutes to go. So it's flicked towards the touchline. It's going to go out for a throw for forward Madison. The Mingos are on the verge of a 4th consecutive win. Maybe one last opportunity for Tormenta. Jair Campos wants the throw in taken quickly by Stephen Payne. He's got Screen and Cheney in ahead of him as options. He's going to go to Cheney in the corner. Chested down by Cheney. Remarkable control, but he fouls his opponent in the back. So it'll be a free kick in a decent position. By decent position, I mean just having the ball back in general. 2.5 left in stoppage time. Almo. Khoury. Inside for Otieno. Kilwine goes long. He has Khoury. He's under it. The header. It's awkward though. Sits up for Osmond. He clears it away. Foot race. Get in there first, and fouled was Knutson. Free kick in a decent spot. They could choose to go short and recycle the possession, or try a direct one into the box. They had a free kick a bit closer just a few moments ago. They go short. It's Khoury. Chops it back. Almo into the box. Near post, and Shipman is going to catch it and fall on it. He can see a few more seconds out of this one. Try and get them closer to a vital 3 points. Shipman launches it. Cheney backing into his opponent. It's going to bounce back to Bush. Just over a minute. It's Almo. Low pass. It's Khoury. He gets there. Options in the box. Puts onto his left foot. Low pass. Fonseca keeps it going wide. Ajay. Into the box. Khoury was the target. It's headed away. Sits up. Sterling dropping deep to collect. He's going to head it out wide to Almo. Cheney dropping deep to defend. Clipped into the box. Headed away by Screen. Less than a minute to go. Kilwine steps up, but Screen intercepts. He slips. Kilwine from distance, and the center back shot goes well over and out. Was that the last opportunity for Tormenta? Fonseca's picking him up and moving him back. We'll see it again here as it's just going to sit up for him nicely. He sees the stars align, but gets under it rather than on it. It's a goal kick for Tormenta. A yellow if we play till the end. That goes for both teams. Cheney trying to flick on the header. He's going to collect the loose ball. Jeannot Baptiste, space, shots, saved by Bush, tips it over. Keeps it at 1-0. We're going to look at this one. As Jeannot Baptiste had space to take the shot, powerful one, and forces Bush into a save that tips it over the goal. No one in a rush to take the corner kick, though, for forward Madison. We're past the 4 minutes of allotted time, but the referee will allow a few extra seconds to tick by. Herb Shop, corner kick. Cheney in the corner. Wants to see it out with some strength. One back by Sterling. He's dropping deep to win it. Slide tackle, blocks it. Cleared forward, screen, chest control. Plays into the channel. Stephen Payne running towards it for Kilwine as well. Slide tackle, brings down the opponent. And that might be just enough. Connerty, a bit of pushing there. He's booked for the slide tackle. Tempers flaring towards the end as Payne's a little slow to get up. We're in the 96th minute now, but it's hard to imagine there being enough time in the referee's book for the ball to go back up the pitch. Kilwine trying to win that one back, but Payne gets a toe to it and leaps over it, and he brings down his opponent. You see Cheney dropping deep. You'd be surprised if they're doing anything direct rather than just playing it back to Cheney. I think Ajayi is trying to go 10 yards back, but away from a direct option. Referee continuing to wave Ajayi back. Martinez was played to Cheney. We'll try to hold it in the corner. Kicks it off the opponent for a corner kick. And the referee blows for full time. Forward Madison see it out. They took the lead in the 24th minute and they never let it go. Nazim Bartman scores and they get the 3 points at South Georgia. See Matt Glazer walking by. Handshakes for the opponents. A tough fought affair from both sides. And it's a 4th straight win for the Mingos, who find themselves at the top of USL League One. Let's jump into the save of the match. That is presented by Vision Source. We'll see it again here. There was a slip. You maybe thought the chance was gone. A long ball forward, just kind of keeping things alive. In this one was TJ Bush. As Cheney's going to force this one onto his left foot and draw out a nice low save from Bush. Save of the match, play of the match, presented by Bullock Solutions. Christian Cheney a threat throughout, and TJ Bush doing his best to keep his team in the affair late on. They kept it at 1-0 there, but they couldn't bring it back to a 1-1 draw. That was your play and save of the match. A really defensively strong day for forward Madison. The player of the match, though, for the host, South Georgia, Mukwele Akale, just an absolute threat on the right wing all throughout the day. Just a frequent target of long passes into him that he was able to create on the right side. Unable to create a goal in the end, but a big threat as they continue to get players back from injury. Well, we've got full-time highlights and stats to come for you in just a moment. It was a great one, though. Final, South Georgia Tormenta 0, forward Madison 1. Back in a moment on ESPN+.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System, we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
¿Ya casi estás lista?
Optum Sports Medicine Field at Tormenta Stadium. You see Nazim Bartman, the man who has got back-to-back goals in back-to-back games, opening both those contests. The lone goal of today's game, the winning goal in today's game. Let's look at the highlights from all throughout the contest. A lot of great opportunities, a lot of great moments for both sides. Let's jump in to the 24th minute. This was the pivotal one. On the right side, they progressed really well up. It gets into the feet of Stephen Payne, and you see him just drop in the space between 4 Tormenta players onto the right foot and dispatches it. In the bottom left corner, Nazim Bartman, exceptional work there to get that shot off and get the goal in that one. Very similar spot from where he scored last time out, but 2 goals, 2 games for Nazim Bartman. He's in a great vein of form, up to 7 now all time for forward Madison. In the second half now, they were not going to make it easy at home. Here's Keziah Sterling trying to keep things going here. The pass just couldn't quite get on the end with a teammate. That was the story of the day for South Georgia Tormenta, just not quite able to make the passes link up in the final third. Some decent opportunities throughout. Another one we're going to see right here on the attacking third. Kingsford Ajay, great to see him back from injury, his second appearance since he had a big absence since April 23rd. Forced a huge save from Bernd Shipman, drive out to the right foot, and the left-handed save does just enough to keep it out of the goal in the 73rd minute. In the 77th now, they were ramping the pressure up, but they were also susceptible at the back. A long pass forward by Kroll picked out Cheney. He wanted to make it back-to-back goals for himself. He had to do a lot of work here, and he's going to draw out what turned out to be the save of the match from TJ Bush. Just diving low to deal with that shot from Cheney, who was a big threat in transition all throughout the day. That low shot saved by Bush kept it out there. Those are the final stats. 13-7, the shots edge in favor of the hosts. Possession also swinging in their favor. A lot of possession in that second half, but they only tested Shipman once, and the goal by Nazim Bartman separates things 1-0 for forward Madison. The 3 points head the way of forward Madison for a 4th consecutive game. They stay out east. They'll take on Lexington on the road on Saturday next time out. Whereas for South Georgia, they'll hit the road, take on Lexington on Sunday moving forward. But after today's Wednesday night contest, forward Madison sit atop of USL League One with 25 points. Final though from Georgia, South Georgia Tormenta FC 0, forward Madison 1. Final for ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.